I'm Samantha Freitas, council member, businesswoman, community leader. My promise to the voters is I will always be a part of Petaluma's solutions. My pledge is to continue using my ability to grasp issues quickly and get to the heart of the matter to ensure Petaluma's quality of life. I want to ensure the successful work I've started in the downtown continues. My voting record reflects that I'm a strong supporter of the Rainier Crosstown Connector. I'm very concerned about gangs and convinced that Petaluma needs to be more proactive to take the approach to protect the community and the youth in our community to give them better choices. I'm adamant to find ways to offer more services to the seniors in our community. Petaluma must maintain a balance between protecting the environment and shoring up our economic base. My approach requires being free to voice my opinion and find options that will allow me to say, I think we can do a better job and here's how. I support promoting Petaluma's economic vitality by revitalizing historic downtown, including attracting new shopping opportunities to complement what we already have. I support having City Hall taking a more proactive approach and role in recruiting companies that will create good jobs in Petaluma. I work carefully to minimize the cost of city services to our citizens. I oppose the water sewer rate rollback, Initiative Measure K, and I encourage you to vote against it. It would have a devastating impact on city services on top of cutbacks due to the economy. I'm very concerned about maintaining service levels for police, fire, parks, and streets in the current economic downturn. Our city faces serious challenges. I'm committed to growing the city's revenue base so citizens can receive the level of service that they expect and that they deserve. In terms of transportation and circulation needs in our city, there are two absolutes that must be accomplished. First, in light of the current state and federal budget shortfalls, we must pass the SMART initiative. The quarter-cent sales tax will allow us to go forward with an alternate means of transportation. Second, we must move forward on the Rainier Crosstown Connector. Each year of delay costs us millions of dollars in construction cost. We must elect members to the City Council who are committed to the Crosstown Connector. I'd like to provide more fields for Petaluma residents. Everyone knows the current economy does not support the city's needs for more sports fields. What the city needs to do is to create a plan that will be in place the moment the economy approves. The plan must include more than just developer fees in order to have an adequate parks playing fields. It must be a plan that incorporates public-private sponsorships, improving park fields and maintenance on a city's limited budget. An adequate park playing field plan must contain a methodology for ongoing field maintenance and upkeep. Again, I believe in a plan that must incorporate public-private sponsorships, again, such as the Adopt a Park program. Government can no longer be the answer and solution for the need of every park and playing field and the maintenance within our city. With the growth and development through our General Plan 2025, we will also need to address traffic and circulation. Again, I am a supporter of the Rainier Crosstown Connector, widening of the Highway 101, and the Smart Ballot Initiative. We cannot rely on car-related transportation alone. We need to look for alternate means of transportation for folks to get around. This is one reason I support the SMART initiative, bus transit and bike transit, etc. In order to meet our growth and development goals of GP 2025, we need to look for alternate means of transit. We've done a tremendous amount to fix the streets in our city and to fill the potholes. However, I won't be satisfied until all of the streets in the city are of pay-ram quality, and encourage us as council and as a city to work towards that effort. What would I do to attract businesses to the city of Petaluma? Again, I'll talk about updating the retail leakage study, which I think is critical to determine where the sales tax leakage is within the community. I've been a leader on pushing for a citywide economic development plan, and I will continue to do that. It's called for in our General Plan 2025, and in order to ensure that the city of Petaluma gets what it deserves in terms of development and priorities, we need to make sure we have a plan moving forward. The citywide plan is critical to ensure that we are encouraging the appropriate mix of retail and commercial development in our city while supporting our existing retail centers such as the downtown and the other shopping centers within our city. Hi, I'm Samantha Freitas. I'm running for the City Council seat for the City of Petaluma. I thank you for taking the time to listen to some of the issues that I feel strongly about, where I stand on the issues I believe facing our city, and I would appreciate your vote on November 4th. Thank you. If you'd like more information or you'd like to contact me, please visit my website at www.friendsforfreitas.com. You can also reach me at 707-766-8001.
Hi, I'm Spence Burton, and I'm a candidate for the Petaluma City Council. This election will be a real choice for Petalumans. It would mean which direction we're going to take for the next 4 years. I've lived in Petaluma with my wife Kathy since 1976, with a then population of less than 30,000 people. Okay, I currently serve on the Planning Commission, unanimously appointed by the Petaluma City Council. The Planning Commission is a very important training ground for council candidates. It gives you the background and the expertise to start day one as a council member. Before serving on the Planning Commission, I was on the Petaluma Technology and Telecommunications Committee, and I've worked with volunteer groups all over Petaluma and all over the Bay Area for many, many, many years. Groups from the Carousel Fund to Veterans Day Parade, the 150th anniversary of Petaluma, Riverfest, so many more. With an anticipated budget of anywhere from $4 to $14 million in the hole this year in the city, we need to elect council members that are frugal and conservative with your money. We can't afford to waste any of our money, but we need to really put our money where it's needed in the next 4 years. We know what the economic basis is right now throughout the country. We know the problems we're facing. We don't have the money that we used to have. So it's very important that we have elected frugal candidates. My experience of working together with people of diverse and sometimes completely opposite opinions and goals will help me to immediately jump in on the council and to work together for the common good of all of Petaluma. While we all oppose Measure K in this election, I pledge that I will help lead the fight for reducing the monthly costs to current residents and businesses. Just by providing a solar option to power our new plan could save ratepayers money for years and years to come. Sebastopol has a solar power plant that powers their wastewater. Why can't we? If I'm elected, that could take some serious dollars off your water bill and reduce our carbon footprint here in Petaluma and in the community. It's very difficult to tell current residents and businesses to conserve water and then turn around and use the same water we conserve to provide water for new growth. It doesn't make any sense. We know there's a finite supply of water and a limited supply system throughout the county. We must use what we have the best we can. We shouldn't be drilling into our aquifer through wells, because if we do, all we're going to do is drain our emergency supply of water. And it's vital we have that emergency supply here in earthquake country. We need elected officials who will speak for all of Petaluma and not just for the powerful and vocal few. We don't really have an East Petaluma in my mind, or a West Petaluma, or a downtown Petaluma, or a Coles Petaluma. We have one Petaluma, and that's our Petaluma. And I pledge to do my very best to make our Petaluma better. When it comes to local elections, it doesn't matter if you are a Republican, a Democrat, an Independent, a Libertarian, a Green Party member. What matters is that you put Petaluma first and foremost in all your actions, thoughts, deeds, and you keep it in your heart, as Petaluma is where you should be representing. I'm proud to have the support of people from all groups in Petaluma and political persuasions, not just from the extreme left, the extreme right, or just the middle. My support comes from throughout the entire community. Just look at my webpage, spenceburton.org, and you'll see some of the diversity. One thing that we have all in common from all my supporters is, like I've been saying, we put Petaluma first. I want to thank all those community leaders and people in the last election, especially the other 7,000 who voted for me in 2006. And thank to all those contributors and volunteers and friends who are actively supporting and walking around the city for me today. Without your help and without your assistance, nobody could get elected in its town. Over 55,000 people, that's a lot of homes to visit, and a lot of shoe leather to wear. This election is not really about supporting an individual. It's about supporting a concept. A belief that together we can do anything. I have no desire to go on to higher political office. I'm retired. I'm retired from the Postal Service, and I want to give back to my community even more so now. But because I'm retired and have no further higher ambitions, it's hard for those other groups to try and influence me with money or other items. I'm an independent voice and an independent voice that'll support you, the citizens and businesses of Petaluma. Trust me, in 4 years, I will not be a candidate for Vice President of the United States. I leave that to other people that have further ambitions. I have my ambition will stay here in Petaluma, and that's it. And if I'm elected, that is exactly what I promised to do. I will support open government, and I will always have an open door to everyone. Now, if I have time left, I'm going to say a few words in my not-so-great Spanish, but I wanted to say a few words to our Latino community. And I apologize for any mispronunciations, because trust me, I am not a linguist, but I try my best. Podemos hacer mejor. Soy candidato para el Consejo Municipal de Petaluma, porque yo creo firmemente que podemos hacer mejor. Una niñez perdida no se puede recuperar. Mejor significa más parques, campos y servicios para nuestra juventud. Mejor significa más guarderías infantiles, mejores calles, mejor contabilidad de los fondos municipales, mejor circulación de tráfico. Juntos podemos hacer a Petaluma un lugar aún mejor para todos nosotros. Usted puede hacer una diferencia. Por favor, vota Spence F. Burton on November 4th. Gracias.